Actually, I think... Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we are back with Stormworks, and we are actually not taking a look at a ship, we're taking a look at two garbage trucks I've built. Right here we have the rear loader, the first garbage truck I built, and I'm going to be giving a tutorial slash kind of showcase of it. So yeah guys, let's get into the video. So before you ask, an advanced version of this garbage truck and the other one I'll be showcasing is in the works by Sal Innovations. Now he's a good friend of ours who does make our ships and trucks advanced. Well, this will be the first truck he's made advanced for me. And yeah, so this is actually going to be pretty cool as advanced because it can go in with other advanced builds and you can make missions out of it and stuff. So as you can see in the back we have the rear compactor, but we'll take a look at that later. So let's go to the front. Let's actually put the parking brake on, or actually, you know what, let's drive it out of here. So let's start the engine by clicking start engine or engine start, and it's simple. W to go forward and S to go back, and then 1 is brake. So yeah, if we click tab we can see outside here and we can just drive around. Now this truck is particularly slow because it is top heavy. Any faster and this thing will topple, and that is not fun, especially if you've got trash in the back. Good luck getting that out. Alright, so let's just park right here. This is good. Let's hit the brake, and there. Alright, so we are now securely parked. Now, there is one disadvantage to this type of truck. Alright, so let's raise the compactor blade here, and you'll clearly see the disadvantage. You have to actually slip the garbage through this type of space. So this is kind of about the size of one block, or yeah, pretty much one block. So anything that's smaller than one block will not fit. These pallets will fit, and I'll show you how to place garbage in there. So let's say you are taking a pallet, so let's make sure it's all flat to the ground, and let's just load it right into the compactor blade, right on in there, slide it on in and drop it in so you can see it's in the hopper, and then quickly, or not quickly, but crush the pallet using the compactor blade, and it's gone. It's in the back of the truck. So we can open it back up and repeat the process, and I will do that. Okay, there are no other pallets, but we can get some of these fire extinguishers and throw them in there, because, you know, we don't need fire extinguishers in Stormworks, especially with non-advanced builds. So it is kind of a feat to get it in there. You have to get it on its side. So this garbage truck isn't really the best truck to load stuff into, but the side loader, which we'll check out after this, is the best one, I'd say. So yeah, just basically compact it, and it actually pushes the garbage up and into the collection area of the collection container, which is this section. So you have the rear compactor section, and then you have the collector section, and then in there is an actual blade which will push things out. So yeah, let's go collect some more pallets. Alright, so we can walk over to this side. Now I'll show what that camera is for in a minute once we unload the garbage. But first, let's raise the compactor blade. So you'll see, there we go, it is raised once it's at negative 0.50. Let's grab our pallet here, nicely bring it on over, make sure it's flat with the ground. So just drop it down, pick it up, and slide it in just like a floppy disk, if you'd imagine. Just nice and gently, without hitting any of the walls of the truck. In it goes, and we are good. So we just toss that in there. And to push it back into the collection area, just crush the compactor blade, as we are now familiar with. And yeah, that's it. Now we just head to the hangar to drop off the garbage. Alright, so we are reversing here, and we'll just dump the garbage right over by this door here, or by these buttons actually, and stop. That's good. Okay, so now let's get out of the vehicle. That actually might be a little bit important, and let's open up the rear of the truck. Now you may be asking, how the heck are you going to get that garbage out of there? Now earlier I explained that there was a compactor blade kind of right over here, So that is another reason why we have a CCTV feed. So right here, this actually is the blade, and in there is the garbage. Now there really is barely any garbage, but you can see that there's a pallet in there, so that's just good enough to show. And it's basically called the ejector blade because it ejects the garbage out of the rear of the truck. And here we go, it just pushes it out with ease, and done. So you can either call it the compactor blade, the ejector blade, or just the blade. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, the camera is used to see if anything gets stuck in there. Like if you were to load too many pallets in there, it gets stuck, you know. But yeah, so there we go. All we have to do is just turn off the feed. Now, if you are using this truck, make sure that you turn the brake off and drive forward before closing the rear of the compactor area. Now this is because if you tried to close it, it would lift the back of the truck up, and yeah, the reason it lifts it up is because there's garbage underneath it, and well, that's not good. So yeah. Alright, so here is the side loader garbage truck, the second truck I have built. And yeah, basically what it does is it uses singular cans to lift up and go and dump it inside the truck. Now you can either, you know, use the claw to pick it up, or you can manually pick garbage up and throw it in there. But if you just want to do it the realistic way, you can just use the pre-made garbage can, which is here. So let's just you know what, actually I'm gonna put the truck's brakes on just so it doesn't move around or anything. So there we go. And yes, alright, so all we have to do is rotate the connector or claw. Then we have to turn on the connector, push the can in until it connects. So now the can has connected. Then we lift the claw mechanism, and then we rotate the connector or the claw, and it empties it inside. We lower the connector, and then we lower the mechanism. And then we simply disconnect it, pull it away. Okay, it didn't want to grab on there. Just pull it away. It doesn't really matter what we do with it anymore. And yep, that's it. All we have to do is rotate the connector back. I'm going to show you how to manually drop trash into it. So all we have to do is turn on the engine. And I should have mentioned the brakes work with the engine off. So if you don't bother or don't want to turn on the engine, there you go. You can just hit the brake by clicking 1. And yeah, but you have to turn the engine on to make it go forward or backward. That's just common sense. Alright, so all we have to do is just gently park right over here. There we go. And also the brake works pretty crazily. It really just instantly stops the truck. So we pick up the can, and there we go, done. That is how you manually load it in. There's really nothing too complicated about it. So boom, and it goes. And yeah, sometimes it does that because there's collision issues, but that is why we have the ejector blade or compactor blade. Alright, so we simply turn on the CCTV feed. So all we have to do is have it slowly compact, and there we go. So basically the loading area, I guess you would call it, the area where it's open, is cleared and ready for more garbage. Now, I think that's good enough for a demonstration run. Let's go back to the dump now, is what we're going to call it, because that's pretty much what we're doing with all of this stuff. We're dumping it. And we're going to just drop all this trash. Alright, here we are. Now, gently back into the rest of that garbage. Did not mean to do that, but whatever. Hit the brake, and let's exit the truck. And simply open up the rear door. And we've already got one barrel coming out. Now, we could just manually grab it out of there, but I am incredibly lazy. So I'm going to sit in the passenger seat and start the ejector blade, which should push that single barrel right on out. And done. Yep, our work here is now complete. So let's just bring the ejector blade back into the truck, into the collection area. And then we can get out of the seat, and we can close the rear door. And yep, that'll be it. Actually, I think... Oh, yes, also, this is a great demonstration to show what happens when you don't move forward. So yeah, guys, that has been my 2 rear loader and side loader garbage trucks on Stormworks. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and a comment, and I'll see you all next time, guys. Goodbye!